Hi there, I'm Kevin. I'm with AWG in the Automation Group. Today we're going to show you a short video on how to complete a linear weld. When you boot your robot up, you will see that we come to this home screen, at which point I would select Jobs. I want to create a new job. At this point, you can give that job a name. We're just going to call it Simple T. Now I've created my Simple T job. I've had it highlighted. If I select Edit, it takes me to that job. This is currently blank. My robot is in the home position, so I want to go ahead and I want to teach that as a joint move as my first move. I usually default my speed to 75%. This is user choice. At this point, I will move the robot, jog the robot from its home position, and I will come out to an approach point. I'm going to make this my approach point, at which point I still want a joint move. I'm going to teach that point. My speed follows, it defaults where I had it set it. At this point, I'm going to come on into my weld start position. We're going to call that my weld start position. At this point, we're going to start a linear weld. We want to make sure and change to linear move, and we want to teach that start point. Now I've made the start of my weld. At this point, I need to command the robot to turn the welder on. I go to my commands. I go arc welding on. And then at that point I have to come and choose my job. We have a preset job of job 1. Save that. I've pulled up my arc file 1. Now it has preset settings in the welding power supply for the material that we have in place. At this point I will move my robot through the weld. So I go back to jogging, and I'm going to move my robot to the end of the weld, and then at that point it's still a linear move, and I want to teach that point. I teach that point. I know that this travel speed is too fast for my weld, and we've determined that 7.6 millimeters per second is a very good welding speed for this material. I've set that. Now I want to turn my welder off. I go back to my commands, select that, arc welding off. Make sure I choose my arc start file 1, save. Now it's going to turn the welding off, at which point I need to move away from the weld. I will go back to my jogging screen, and you can move in several different ways to do this. I'm going to use 2 buttons and come up and out, and I'm going to create a linear move here, change my speed back to my 75%. I'm sorry, I'm gonna go 50 millimeters per second. This is actually a linear move, so it's millimeters per second. Then I want to go back to my home position. Easiest way to do that is to go back and select my home position, copy my home position, go back to my last move, paste that position right below that, and now I can press go to point. My robot will return to that home position. Now with We have completed our program for this simple linear joint. I will show you now a quick run through. So I will go up, we will test run our job. First thing I want to do is I do not want to turn the weld on in this situation. So I'm going to select my welding statement and I'm going to hit the double hash ABC. That converts that from a command to a comment. Same with the arc welding off. This will allow us to test through the job and not start an arc. Right now you can see that it's changed its speed so that it's traveling at the proper welding speed, unlike the approach speed and the speed it will use when it comes away from the weld. Now the robot is going back to its home position. And you have just created a linear weld. Thank you and have a great day.